I go by the name Flamboyant Lifestyle. If not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe so that anytime I post a video, you'll be the first person to watch. The new Chief Justice, Baffoe, is in the news. What really happened? Yesterday, when the new Chief Justice was being vetted at the Parliament House, a statement was being made. They were trying to discuss about people who are jailed and their sentences are very long, in which Baffoe was explaining a lot of things. And he was trying to let us understand that the lawyers know the work they are doing. And he gave so many examples of someone stealing his mother's bunch of plantain. He explained into details for us to understand, to the level in which he said that he gave Atta 70 years.
Who have been granted bail, actually. They have been granted bail, but they are still there because they can't meet the bail conditions. And not that the bail conditions are too high. Sometimes they are too high. But in most cases, they are not. In so many cases, they are not. And so you find somebody in prison, somebody on remand, who has been on remand for 5 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and those of us outside will say, hey, if this man had even pleaded guilty and he had been convicted, he would have spent only 3 years. But because he pleaded not guilty, he's on remand, and his case is not being tried, and he has spent 5 years. But that is not the fault of the judge. If you appear before the judge and you say you are not guilty, you are not guilty. The judge says you are released on bail. But there are some people, unless you say they should sign their own bail bond, they can't get anybody to come and bail them. Unless you release them on their own self-recognizance, they will not get anybody to come and bail them. I mean, there are some of them, and as a judge, we have conditions to grant bail. The main condition a judge looks at is, this man I'm releasing on bail, is he likely to come and stand trial? The person who is making efforts to run away because he has gone to see some foreign embassies to seek asylum, he's trying to run away already. The man has been granted bail once and he didn't appear. And so if a judge decides that, no, a person like that, I'm not going to grant to bail, it doesn't matter the offense that the person has committed. The judge will not grant bail. But even if the judge wants to grant bail, he will not give you bail on self-recognizance. So persons like that, they will not get people to stand surety for them, and they will be there. So while admitting that there are some people who shouldn't be there, there are also some people who are there because they have to be there. And honorable, we are always talking about a bunch of plantains, a crate of eggs. My mother is a Catholic, was a Catholic. I always tell this story. Her mother was a Catholic. And you know, these old ladies, how when they said, in my time, the Catholic priest was a white person. So at the end of the year, my mother wants to go and then harvest a particular plantain that he has nurtured over the year. My mother was going to the farm every morning with a bent back. This young man was sitting under the shady tree. In our place, we call it in Gąvê, playing drafts. Every day, my mother passed by him to go to the farm. Now, 1 year on, it is time for harvest. My mother wants to go and harvest the plantain to come and give to the reverend minister, the white priest, who speaks Latin. And then this young man has gone there. And you know, when they go there, they don't cut the plantain. They move it from the top. So my mother will walk all the way to the place before realizing that the plantain has been harvested. We sit in Accra here. When a magistrate at Gąvê decides to send a boy to prison for 3 years, we sit in Accra here and say the man stole only a bunch of plantains. Do you know what it means to, what the bunch of plantain means to my mother? It's like stealing your car. You see? So, I mean, there are so many reasons. The magistrates and the judge, they are trained. They have this, the sentencing guidelines. They have them. But sometimes they have to go beyond it. In my youthful days, I gave somebody 70 years. Atta, I gave him 70 years. And what I told myself was that if Atta was given 30 years and he comes back, my family will be the first family he will attack. So by the time he comes back after 70 years, I'll be dead and gone. So you see, then we are thinking about community service. Yes, there are some people who, if you give 3 years, 4 years, touch wood, if I am convicted and sentenced to 4 years in prison at Insawam, I may not eat prison food for even a day. I will have some people bring food to me. So if you want to make me feel the prison punishment, prison sentence, then maybe you should order me to go and do community service. Maybe around the place where I stole, or around the courts, that they'll see me, because punishments are not only for the person, the victim, or the person being punished, but to deter other people. So community sentences should be introduced, but that one is in your bosom. It's a law. That one will have to be taken up by you.
I know you finished listening to what Baffoe has said. He has spoken and he has given us his own analysis. He has given us the story and personal things that he has passed through. Our prison system is very bad. We have to understand this situation, that people who are in prison are the same as human beings like we. Prisoners are supposed to be reformed so that they can come out from their bad morals or learn certain skill. But in this our country that we live in, Ghana, our prisons are choked. Some prisons that have to take maybe 400 people, the prison is taking more than 1,000 or 3,000 people. And it's very pathetic. We have to understand that the life that we are living, no one knows how we will end up over there. They did not plan that they will go there. So it's high time the government look at the prison services so that they can reform that place, and people who are remand or people who have petty cases that can be solved, they have to solve it so that our prisons will never be choked. Recently, Mama is doing a great work. He increased their money to 5 cedi. That's their feeding money, so that everything will be going on. If you are listening to me right now, you have to be very careful. You don't have to commit any crime or anything for you to end up in prison, because the prisons are choked. The prisons are choked. You regret going there. That place is not a comfortable place. You will leave your bed, your home, or the place you find yourself with freedom. Your freedom will be taken away from you. So be very careful out there. Take very good care of yourself, and make sure that everything that you do it for the best of yourself, so that you stay away from every trouble that you find yourself. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you another time.